Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. What a win. First of all, you lot know it's not really my style to go after people and do that whole thing. But nah. Gunnar Lee and Stricto, those two guys have to hold that. Hold that. How dare you sit there in front of my face and tell me you don't fear nothing coming to here. Hold that. Hold that. Just them two. There's a lot of other Arsenal fans that were saying this is an even game. I've got a lot of Arsenal friends, right? And they're saying it's an even game and, you know what I mean, there's going to be both teams in it, etc., etc. And I'll talk about the game properly and dissect it properly, right? But just those two, the audacity and the arrogance of them two, we don't fear going Man United. We don't fear no players. We played Fulham. We played Fulham and them, man. Hold that. You two, that's you two out the way. Right. Now to the game. First 15 minutes, I thought we were excellent. We come out the traps. You know, the patterns of play were there. We were dominant on the ball. We had Arsenal on the back foot. And then, the disallowed goal happens. Now, look, the Arsenal fans are obviously incensed by it, saying it's really soft, it's a disgrace, etc., etc. I thought it was soft when I first saw it. It happened right in front of me. I only saw it really quickly. But the more I see it back, I think it's just on the edge, and I think it's just about a foul. I really do. I can see why Arsenal fans are upset, but hey, that's what happened. So, but after that, Arsenal were very, very dominant. You know, they've got good patterns of play. You're looking at a team that's in their manager's image. You know, the rotation was good. Zinchenko was causing us problems by coming into midfield, and that let Gabriel go out as almost like a left back, and Martinelli was left high up against Dalot, and it was causing us problems. Jesus was strong, occupying both of our centre halves, but we defended well. But Arsenal were on the ascendancy. But that naivety is still in Arsenal's game because we've still got that intensity and we've got willing runners. Marcus Rashford today, listen, for all of the flaws in some of his performances in terms of not being a focal point up front, what you're going to get from him is consistent runs. And that was it. You know, and Eriksen, that first goal, I have to talk about Christian Eriksen. I'll get back to Marcus Rashford in a bit. Christian Eriksen, this is why I love him so much. Some people on social media and some United fans are saying, I need a little bit more from him. I don't quite see it. If you don't see what he's bringing, I just do a player cam on him. Just watch him for 90 minutes. The guy is pure class. We got him for free. He is unbelievable. And that first pass he plays between the lines into Bruno. Bruno does fantastically well to make sure he gets there ahead of Gabriel. Sancho to Rashford. And again, Rashford with the calmness and the composure and the right weight of pass to give it to Anthony. And Anthony gets us off the mark. First goal for the club, first start for the club, debut at home against Arsenal. Place erupts. And you know what I liked about Anthony's performance is that he's only been here, you know, a few days, and he wasn't scared. Some of the things he tried didn't come off, some things did, but he gets himself a goal, and you can't ask for more than that. Scott McTominay in midfield, I thought he was absolutely fantastic. And I said this after Leicester, didn't I? I said, this is a game for Scott McTominay, this game. He'll be up for this more than Casemiro. And that's not to say Casemiro's not better than him, etc., etc. But what McTominay's actually given to us, and you have to just say, you have to call a spade a spade. Forget agendas, forget he's never been good enough. Forget all that. Just judge it off what we're seeing in the last couple of games, especially today. He's actually bringing balance to the midfield because you've got two ball players ahead of him in Eriksen and Bruno. And I'll get to Bruno in a minute. And he's just bringing in that steel, that muscle. He's getting about the pitch well, and he's passing forward. I've been McTominay's biggest critic. We all have. Fred, McTominay and Fred. We've all been there. But these are still our players. And when they play well, we need to make sure we give them their flowers. And Scott McTominay deserves all of his flowers today. He was my man of the match. I thought he was absolutely brilliant, along with Eriksen. But that's what we're seeing. It's almost like we're seeing a player being unlocked under a new system, under a new manager. And it's basically what Ajax guys were talking about. They were saying that, listen, guys, don't be surprised if you see players that you thought were surplus or not good enough, not up to the standards, start doing well under this manager. And Scott McTominay is definitely one of those. Christian Eriksen just keeps everything so simple. I love watching him play. He's an absolute joy to watch. He plays the simple pass when it's the time to play the simple pass. Plays the short pass when it's time to play the short pass. He plays a long pass when it's time to play that. Plays the through ball when it's time to play a through ball. He just makes good decisions. Now, were we at our sparkling best today? No, we haven't been in these wins, but what we're doing is what we're good at. Arsenal played fantastic football. They caused us a hell of a lot of problems. Why? Because they've had a good transfer window and they've got a way of playing. We're not where Arsenal are in terms of how they play football, the mechanics of how they play football. But what did we do? We found another way to win. We found another way to cause them problems and pray and put them to the sword of their naivety that still exists within Arsenal. It's still there. For all the pretty football that they're playing, for how good Odegaard is on the ball, for how great Jesus was off the ball and stuff like that, how sharp he looked, at the back, they still make the same old crap mistakes. And that is letting people running behind him. And I said to Arsenal fans, you don't get to score goals like you did against Fulham where you quickly go run up the other end and score, or like Aston Villa or Leicester. We're not them. We're not them. And at Old Trafford, we've got weapons of our own. And that's what I was saying to Goonali and Stricto in that moment when they wouldn't give us any respect. And I'm not saying that's all Arsenal fans. So look, at the end of the day, we deserve to win that game. Arsenal fans will feel hard done by because they played the better football and they came here and played nice football. Great. But the same frailties remained within their team from what I saw. So I gave them credit for that. But I just thought to a man, we were really, really good. We were aggressive. Diogo Dalot again. You know, Martinelli is hard to keep him quiet for the whole game. Of course it is. He's a good player. But I thought Dalot was excellent. He's just going up and up and up in performance level. Terrell Malacia had a difficult afternoon because you're playing against Saka. So you're going to get that. Sometimes Saka got in. Other times Malacia was there. It was a good battle. That's what it was. But guess what? I was just comfortable knowing that Malacia is there. I was comfortable knowing he's going to engage Saka. He's going to be aggressive. Of course, Saka's going to get past him the odd time. Can't win every tackle. You know, you can't win every ball, but he's there. And even if he gets past him once, he's straight back in it. Martinez, again, him and Varane are forming such a solid partnership because you know what? It's one thing in a player like Jesus giving them problems, but did it transpire into shots bearing down at goal? Okay, it let Arsenal carry on playing their football and pull us about a little bit, but we still stuck in there, rugged, dogged defending, organised. Now, Varane makes a mistake. He steps out with the ball and gives the ball away, and that lets Arsenal back into the game. But other than that, he was perfect. He was fine. And just that whole back four, De Gea included, as well as the back five, they've just got so much confidence. They're playing for each other. You know, they're really doing well. Sancho, a little bit quiet again, but, you know, he's trying to find his feet, trying to find his form. And again, he's part of the goal, though. You know, he lays it into Rashford. Rashford takes a touch, gives it to Anthony, we score. So he's part of it. He had a goal involvement. So, look, overall, I'm over the moon with that performance because for us and where we're at, right, for us to be playing like that against a team that's so well drilled, a team that's beat 1-5-5, top of the league, all of this stuff, Arsenal this, Arsenal that, we just put them to the sword. Deadly put them to the sword. And you know the biggest person I want to big up in all of this is Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag. Because this guy, they told us, the We Talk Ajax guys told us about this guy. They said he's going to improve players. They said he's going to get a system in play. They said he's going to bring some style of football as well. We can see all of those things in this very early development. And also, Erik ten Hag himself told us he's capable of making big decisions. Leaves Ronaldo on the bench again. Goes with the same back four. Keeps McTominay in there. Every decision that Erik ten Hag is making right now after that Brentford game is spot on. Even to when he's even bringing on the subs, the right time to bring on Ronaldo to calm things down, have a bit more of a focal point up front, and not taking off Marcus Rashford, who people might think are having a bad game because he knows he's still going to keep running. He's still going to be a threat. Not bringing on Casemiro too early and not taking off Scott McTominay for Casemiro just to get Casemiro going. Casemiro's come on a couple of times, hasn't looked great. You know, bringing on Fred at the right time and the right moment. Bringing on Harry Maguire at the right time, the right moment. And we had to battle fatigue. The guys played 2 days ago. Do you know what I mean? Thursday night, they played. 2 days recovery and today's the third day. So at the end of the day, we was always going to get tired. Arsenal had an extra day to prepare for this game than we did, to recoup and rest for this game. We didn't have that. So seeing people go down with tight hamstrings, I hope Rashford's not injured as well. He was holding his hamstring. I really hope he's not injured. Obviously, Thursday, we get wholesale changes in there pretty much, get players some game time. But I'm just so proud of us because those first two games that we saw, I feared. I really, really feared for us. And Erik ten Hag is making big, bold decisions and the players are buying in. McTominay's levelling up. Bruno's levelling up. Rashford's even levelling up. Let's have this right. Ten Hag's getting a tune out of Rashford. He is. He scored 2 goals today and got an assist. And we're saying he didn't even play that good. So imagine when he starts getting the fundamentals right because he's learning, because we've got a manager who knows what he's doing. It's very, very early days. We're not back. We're not amazing yet. We're not there yet. But we are finding ways to win football matches while still trying to establish a style of play and be consistent in what we're doing. And we're playing well-drilled teams who've been with their managers for a long time in Liverpool and Arsenal and putting them to the sword. You can't ask for fair enough. And when it gets tough away from home and it's not pretty, we're keeping clean sheets. I'm over the moon. I am gassed. And all them Arsenal fans, like I said, it's not all of them, but the ones who were talking crap, saying, oh, we're this, we're that, hold that. Stay in your lane and be humbled, because you can't just come to Old Trafford and walk over us and get 3 points. Even though you got Arteta drawing things on the drawing board and saying all these philosophical things, hold that. Still got counter-attacked, even though they played well and they did nice things. Do you know what I mean? People are respecting Manchester United again and knowing that they're not just going to come in and get an easy game. That's basically what it is. My man of the match, Scott McTominay. I thought he was absolutely excellent alongside Christian Eriksen. Could have been Dalot. Bruno, the passes he was playing were really, really good, especially second half, not so much first half. But again, he's looking like a leader. He's looking like a real leader. That's it. That's all I've got to say. Erik ten Hag, fantastic. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. 4 wins out of the last 4. Europa League Thursday night. Hopefully get a win there. Tough away trip to Palace. But we could be in a position where the season's just literally turned around. I'm buzzing. Peace.